We're ready.
Please turn off all cell phones. The agenda of the Pumpkin Lakes Board of Adjustment, October 22nd, 2024. The following is the agenda for the regular the regular meeting of the Pumpkin Lake Zoning Board of Adjustments. The meeting is to be held in the Municipal Building, 25 Lenox Avenue, on Tuesday, October 22nd, beginning at 8:00 p.m. A written advance notice as required by NJSA 10:4-1 et cetera has been provided of this meeting at least 48 hours in advance of today, given the time, date, and location, and the extent known at the time of the agenda of this meeting. Such notice stated that the formal action may or may not be taken. This meeting will be video recorded and will be broadcast for later viewing for the public. The notice was posted on the bulletin board outside the offices of the municipal clerk for this and other similar announcements. Provided to the Suburban Trends, the newspaper designated by the council and planning board to receive such notices and filed with the borough clerk. Can everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of Allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have nothing for oath of office. Can I please have a roll call?
Mr. Hunt.
Here.
Mr. Abate.
Here.
Ms. Curran.
Here.
Mr. Koss.
Here.
Ms. Bernstock.
Here.
Mr. Rowan. Absent. Mr. Bate.
Here.
Mr. Luciani will be absent. Mr. Fagula.
Here.
Sorry. And Mr. DeBonte.
Here.
Okay, we have, Michael Sarah's not here. Councilman Cruz and Mr. Andy Brewer, and the engineers will not be here present tonight.
All right, minutes, regular minutes for the September 24th, 24. Everybody had an opportunity to read those minutes? Anybody have any corrections to those minutes? If not, can I please get a motion to accept the minutes?
So moved.
Second. Roll call, please.
Sorry, who was second? I was looking down.
B.
Okay. Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Abate?
Yes.
Ms. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Koss.
Yes.
Ms. Bernstock?
Yes.
Mr. Bate?
Yes.
Mr. Fagula?
Yes.
Mr. DeBonte?
Yes. Okay. Okay, we got over that. Correspondence, we have none. Conceptual, we have none. Application BOA 24-06, Rich and Linda Grohowski. I hope I spelled that right.
Yes.
Please come forward.
Please stand for a second, raise your hand, state your name and spell your last.
Rich Grohowski, Grohowski.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give this evening before this board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Good, sit down.
Please have a seat. Yep. Okay, Rich, if you can, just briefly describe your project to the board and why you're looking to get a variance, from us.
Okay, so, yes, I applied, to have a front porch, put on the front of my house. And, at first it was denied and I had to get the variance. And, that's
Pretty much it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I did do an on-site inspection today. I met some of our other board members there. And we did do a walkthrough. So basically, where your landing is on your porch, currently, you're outside your door. The porch is gonna come to that, extent and then across to the edge of the house, correct?
Correct.
And then your stairs will be 5 steps down
Onto the sidewalk.
onto the sidewalk as it stands onto the sidewalk. Now, the property, if you're looking at your house to your left, is there any other, structure that's been, built on that would be equal to where your,
No.
No, right? So based on what I saw, I really don't have any other questions for the applicant, other than what I just stated. Anybody else on the board would like to question the applicant? Anyone?
No.
No, pretty straightforward. We have letters from the municipality and the Borough Police Department reviewing the application, and they really haven't had any objections to the applicant. Rich, is there anything else that you'd like to address the board on, to bring anything up about the applicant?
No, not
Yeah.
really, just
Okay.
like to put a porch in front of my house, I can enjoy it.
Okay. You are on a corner lot, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And so you do have 2 front yard setbacks. Okay. Anything else from the board? No? Can we open it up to the public to have any questions regarding the testimony that was given by Rich? And there is no one coming forward, so I will close that session. Can I get a motion to accept or deny the application as rendered?
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, roll call, please.
Who would that be? Okay,
Roll call, please?
yes. Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Abate?
Yes.
Ms. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Koss,
Yes.
Ms. Bernstock?
Yes.
Mr. Rowan?
Yes.
Mr. Baig?
Yes.
Mr. Fagula?
Yes.
And Mr. Devontae?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Bill, would you like to explain to Rich what is up next for him?
Sure. The vote that you got approves it. Theoretically, someone could go to court and challenge and say this was improper, one of those members of the public that had something to say that you just saw. So that's a possibility. And so the way that's handled is 30 days from now, there'll be a written resolution that they will approve, and that will get put in the paper. 45 days after that, nothing happens, no one can sue, it can never get overturned after that at all. But if you are confident that it's not going to get challenged, you could go to the building department and sign a waiver that essentially says, I understand that someone may sue and try and overturn this, I'll take that risk, but I want my permits, I want to start building now, and I'll take the risk. So you can either wait to the end of that 45 days or go sign a waiver to the building.
I'll wait.
Okay.
I waited this long, so. The newspaper did put the wrong information in, back in September, and I had to redo it, I had to do everything all over again.
Yep. You're on the right path now.
We're on beyond that. Okay. So go up with your project, and you're all set.
Okay, thank you all, my wife will be very happy, thank you.
All right.
All right, good luck.
Good luck.
Bye, you're welcome. See ya.
Okay, next we have, application BOA 24-07, Israel Silva, 70 Barber Drive. Please come on up.
Please, you're both going to testify, stand, raise your right hand, state your name, spell your last, state your name, spell your last.
Justin Abishai, A, D as in Victor, I, S-H-A-Y.
Israel Silva, my last name is S-I-L-V-A.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give this evening before this board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Silva, if you would please, go ahead and explain to the board your project.
Actually, is to raise a pool, my property, just for my kid playroom. That's it, like, I have can I read it? What I sent for legal notice, it's just,
I would just explain.
it's, okay, it's just to raise a pool in the backyard.
Okay.
And basically that, you have the paperwork, no?
Okay.
It's a small above-ground pool
Okay.
for the kids to play.
Okay. So the pool is gonna be a 24 by 15 by 54 inch high, right?
Yeah.
That's the size of the pool? Okay.
With a 48-inch water level.
So you're only going to 48 inches?
Yeah,
Okay.
the decking it's decking, so no one can, if someone's tall enough, no one can lean over.
Okay. Okay. So we also have some issues with regards to setbacks. As permitted, as stated in the denial letter. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, we wanted to put it on another side first at the beginning, and then it was nearby the deck that we had in the front of the pool, so we tried to put it on the other side.
Mhm. Okay. And then there's also some concern regarding the closeness of the pool to the
Right.
adversary and our principal building, 12 feet. So what's the measurement from the pool to the house?
From the
Pool to the house? Do you know
Yeah,
Yeah, I have some measurements over there. The house to the neighbor or the house?
no, the house to the edge of your pool?
No, it's over 12 feet.
It is over 12 feet.
Yes.
So that's in the letter.
But on the side, it's only 7
No, it's.
No, we're not talking about, I'm talking about
to the house.
to the house from the edge of the pool. It says no pool shall be closer than 12 feet to any adversary or principal building.
no,
No,
So you're saying
it's
further-
over,
Yeah, it's over 12 feet.
it's over 12 feet.
Were the plans that were submitted to the building department to Mr. Poley, at least what he saw, seemed to indicate that it was less than.
At the beginning, the first one, I had it nearby the house, when I submitted the first time, and they got the denial. Because it was nearby so there is a deck that you can see in the survey, and it was next to the survey. So I didn't put I didn't plan it over there. Then, but now it's far enough from the house, like, kind of, more than.
So so we don't have a delineage from the back of the house to the edge of the pool, not any,
18.6.
18.6.
where do you see that?
18.6 is on the drawing.
It's on the,
Where?
On the survey.
What is
On the
that structure?
Hold on.
Second to last page.
Hold on. We're second to last page?
Yes.
Let's finish one thing at a time, please. Thank you. Okay, so it's submitted. Okay. Thank you for the clarification. Go ahead, what's your
All right,
question?
my question is, you're saying 18 feet, but what am I seeing that's off of the house? It's a small addition. I can't read what it is.
I don't have that copy in front of me.
next to the shed.
No, the house. This
Right.
line is going all the way to the frame
Right.
dwelling, but there's something right behind
It
it
looks
that
like it's a
extends.
wood box.
Can you point to it? I made it.
Right here. This measurement appears to be coming from the back of the dwelling, and this is extending out approximately 4 feet.
That's a cover for the Bilco doors.
The other drawing says wood tie.
Ah, there it is.
This is where your basement doors are, right?
No, that one is used to be, that was a wood piece. That was a wood piece, I get rid of that. It was a wood piece, they all like, the old owners, they had a wood piece with like, I think they raised plants over there, but that was all. And I got rid of that,
Where's the basement doors?
that one is the basement door.
Okay, so
That's not anymore.
this is not there?
Yeah,
Do you have a photo?
I don't have a photo of
Do you
that.
have your cameras? Does your camera show the angle of the house?
Yeah, maybe. Give me a sec.
¿Es esta para un plántaras?
the plants, they were plants over there, like, yeah, they had like, you know, there's no way, but now they have like a little shed over there, like, you can see the door open.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so, if I may, Israel, what he's saying is there used to be a plant bedding there, like a raised plant bedding, and he says he took it out, and now he put a small plastic shed that goes over there, and this is active footage of today's date, and you can see that there was
Door open.
you can see the doors open to the plastic shed.
There is no, there's nothing like now.
This isn't part of the building, so.
Right. So those are the ones that are on the macadam as you enter into the backyard. That's the shed. That's what you're talking about now?
It's like a plastic shed.
Yeah, plastic shed.
Those little small kits. And the Bilco doors, I was mistaken, they're on the right of that, right at the corner.
And is this shed that's showing on this survey still there?
What's it?
This
The one
shed,
that's in front of the pool, going towards the house, on the survey shows the shed?
it's a plastic shed, it's not
It's still there?
it's still there, it just changed from the materials that it was made out of. It was made out of wood. Whatever the previous owners had there, he removed and he placed a plastic shed there.
And there's 3 plastic sheds as we came in the driveway, correct?
Yeah,
And then you have a enclosed, what do you call, gazebo?
no, see, over the, the deck, over the deck, no?
I wouldn't call it
Is that on the application, or does that need to be?
No, it's not over here, it's the gazebo that I have is over here, it's over the deck.
Because it's right on the property line, I'm just curious if that was.
Oh, the shed, the one that it was to be, the
No,
one that it used to be a shed?
The gazebo.
Talking about this.
Oh, that one is a gazebo, yes, that's a movable one that actually, I buy from Lowe's, like for, I want to say like 25, they have it on discount, but I removed the old shed that they have over there. But that one you can move it like easily.
So it's not a permanent structure.
It's not like,
Not permanent.
no, it's not like permanent structure. It's not, that's something that you can move around. It's the name is a saw house, that's what it is. Saw house or something like that, that's what it is. I buy it like with the saw house, it's something that you get the sun on.
Okay.
Okay.
You were the gentleman that were there today?
Yes.
Okay, so, because I have the security camera so you can see it. I don't know.
Yeah, we called.
No, you called me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just, because we don't have photos
It's-
of the property at the moment.
And-
When I arrived, it was a little bit too dark.
Actually, and you can tell that there is no more that the structure that he told me.
Yes, there is a
It's-
gazebo, there are
Yeah.
sun plates.
But and now on the other side is just a plastic shed. There is no more the wood thing. the
Correct.
wood thing over there.
That is correct.
That's,
There's no wood there.
yeah, there's no wood there.
They're non-permanent structures.
No, they're not, no, those not permanent. You can move.
Is that, on the drawing here, it says shed is like a separate building all the way to the left, that's what you're saying, it's plastic and movable?
Yeah, actually both of them. No, the plastic one, can I show you?
Okay. I do want to be clear. We did take the opportunity to come in the backyard
Yeah.
and look at the project. You've been denied the letter for it to install. But obviously, when we went in the backyard, it's been installed, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Can I just-
go, please.
So you add, the denial was on June 3rd. You, I take it had you built anything at that point?
What day did you build what day did those contractors come and build that, put that kit there? Was that before June 3rd, or?
Where was the denial, like,
The denial is dated June 3rd.
but that was last year, no?
2024.
2022, no? Because I got a denial, I'm pretty sure that I got the denial. I don't remember.
When was the pool constructed?
Like, before I pretty sure that.
Is there a date?
2020, oh no, it's not showing.
I can get that because, so I got the summon after that because of the train rail. I was, like I put over there, I wanted to put the fence. Actually, you can tell in what I put in the legal notice. I want to put the deck. So how I was doing that, I wanted to put the deck, and then the train rail people, they told me not to put it, and they called Saul. I was talking to Saul then. After that.
When was that?
I had to see. I had to go back and see, but I want to say like it was somewhere in June because I was in Colombia.
Okay.
I know from my communication with Israel that he called me saying that he got a denial letter.
Okay, and there was no, so at the date.
pool was there. That's what I remember, that the pool was there already. He says, I need help, I got it denied, and I have a pool. I just don't know which day that was exactly.
I'm just trying to figure out if they got denial, then built it anyway.
No,
that
it
did
was
not take
before.
But that's why I'm asking when it was.
Right, so I was called in to help Israel with his situation that he's in, because I went and I checked everything that, the person that he hired, took a little bit of advantage of him and told him some false information. And we went in and we fixed what was built there, because it wasn't built to code. So he told me that after like a week of us fixing it, he says, I need help, I got a letter from the department saying that I got a denial, what do I do now?
So when you say it wasn't built to code, has anybody from Pumpkin Lakes been out there to confirm that it is built to code?
I'm not sure yet, no. I think the only gentleman from Pompton Lakes were you two gentlemen that came in recently. We were told to wait until we figure out what situation there is, and then we can go get it inspected.
So what he means is like, we don't come on the front of you to tell you what.
So basically, the application to construct the pool where you put it and in the proximity of where you put it, and then the decking structure, that's not been applied for to the building department prior to it being built. That's the question.
Based on what I saw and what I experienced, was I saw someone take advantage of my friend. And they built something that was a little bit strange to me, as I'm in building and over 10 years building. So I went in and fixed it, and when he told me he got a letter saying he was denied, I asked him, hey, did you even pull permits for this? What's going on? And I said the original contractor said it was not necessary. So he was misled a little bit. I wasn't there for all of his conversations between the previous person. But what I was there for was, I said to him, I would call the town, we'll figure this out one day at a time, we'll figure out what's going on to get this legal. Because in my opinion, and I think in the law, you just can't build a pool without the city knowing. So there's some rules to that. I went in and I checked the deck out. Everything looked to be, from my experience, up to code after some small repairs. And based on where it is in its location, from my understanding of the law and the city ordinances, it's in the proper location of where it can be, based on the property and the property line and the situation of the property, how the house is built, and where the land sits. I don't know if you noticed when we were back there, it has like a little marsh, there's like a low spot in the grass and stuff like that. So logistically, they picked the right location for where the pool is. From there, I know Israel wouldn't go and be told. Yes.
Well, let me ask the question, how can you say that when the required setback is 10 feet, and we're looking at something that shows a drawing of 4 feet? And then on top of that, we noticed the pool equipment is actually right on the line. So can you explain what you mean by everything was according to the
structure,
town requirements?
The structure of the pool, I think is 4 feet. I took measurements when I was there, and from the property line, we were just under 10 feet, probably by about a few inches. I took measurements. This 4.6 seems to me is the edge of the decking itself and not the pool itself. It's the edging of the railings.
Well, there's the pool and there's the deck, and so there's still all being items that are being built, and they all require the setback. of 10 feet.
Pool or deck.
Okay.
The accessory to the pool. So,
Well, the accessory to the pool, where is that one that you're talking about? Down at the bottom there, where it says 12 feet?
No, no.
Or you're talking-
It's.
Oh, I see, I got you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. And then the backside of the deck is pretty much right up against the fence, correct?
Yeah.
I mean,
And there's no other structure behind that. Behind the fence, behind the deck, there's no building structures back.
no, that's where the railroad is.
Right, which the railroad has, I don't know, a certain amount of feet to the
13,
train.
the
There's
right,
plenty of trees back there.
so
Yeah.
the railroad person came and they marked the spot where, from what I see, when he was marking the spot, it was good, it was like some inches. Because he told me that he need like 13 feet from the railroad to the house, and it went a little bit inside the fence. There is another kind of fence. There's a metal fence over there.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't getting the whole the structure.
Okay.
Okay, I have one.
Sure, by all means.
Obviously, the board has to consider some things, but right now, we've got to figure out exactly what is being requested. So the only reason you'd be here is because single-family homes are exempt from site plan review unless you need variances. You need variances.
Right.
You got denied, and at least part of what you said is that what Sal originally saw, I don't know if he saw the pool or plans.
Yeah,
Please.
okay.
That the pool was 0 feet from, was closer than 12 feet to the accessory building. So he saw plans on June 3rd of this year that said the pool was closer than 12 feet.
June
And
30th.
Let me finish.
And what you're showing on what's been built is 18 feet. So that was different than what Sal saw.
Okay.
So even if they consider it, I gotta know what are the variances.
Yeah.
So maybe not 12 feet from the pool, but there's some other ones. Said the coverage, 29 is requested, you're only allowed to have impervious coverage of 25%, and you were over that.
Yes.
You're gonna have to tell the board what exactly you're asking for. Is it still 29, or what percentage of coverage is there? That's one question. The minimum side yard. It proposed, the plans that Mr. Polly saw said the deck was 0 feet, it was right on the side yard. I don't know what your plans, I don't know what was actually built and what you're seeking, so yeah, you're gonna have to clarify. At one point, Sal said it was 0, it was right on the property line. I'm not sure, you have to clarify what that is. And then in the side yard, no part of a private swimming pool or associated structures shall be closer to the property line than the side yard setback for the accessory. So it has to be 10, and the plans that he saw, so part of the accessory structures of the pool being 7 feet. I don't know what it is, but you're gonna have to, before this board could ever think about it, you have to make clear exactly the specifics of what was put in, I guess. Anyway, I wanted to at least make the board clear. There's a little bit of confusion about the difference between what Sal saw and what you're seeing, and you kind of have to clarify what's there.
Could we also make sure that it's up to code? Like what it?
That's
Like exactly.
that would necessarily be a condition. I don't know if it's gonna be approved. If it was, that would have to be a condition.
And then some of the things in the backyard would have to be removed to get it down to the 25%.
They have to say what they want first.
Yeah.
But
Right.
They have to figure out what is there on what the coverage is, exactly the distance of all these structures are from the side and the property.
Based on what, I'm sorry, I didn't recall.
Willie Hunt, it's okay.
What was it?
Willie Hunt.
Mr. Hunt
Chair.
and
Frank Abate.
Frank Abate. Based on what you have seen and where it is, I don't know what Saul was referring to when he says where the pool or the deck itself was on the property line. Maybe he's referring to the end, to
I'm
the back of the
thinking,
property.
based on what Andrew had mentioned is that I believe, and I don't know what he saw
Yeah.
or what plans were submitted when Sal reviewed, but I'm thinking on the side of the pool where right now you have 4.6, 4'6" on the side of the pool to the side of the property line fence, that must have been right up against the fence at some point, because that's where he's saying it was 0.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that something needs to be,
Because that, not to cut you off, because that spacing is there, and there is a significant amount of space between the edge of the pool and the fence there now.
but there's no lineage of what that is. So we don't know what that is. That's the problem. So what was given to Sal compared to what we have now, where it's, nothing is marked out as to the dimensions, you're asking us to approve something that we don't know what it actually is.
One thing I might want to point out is that, for example, I mean, the pump and the heater, that is a heater, right?
Yeah.
That is a part of your swimming pool, and that's not showing here, and that's directly on the line.
That one is moved actually, it's not necessarily had to be there.
Yeah, but then shouldn't that show on your plan?
Okay.
Because we saw
Yeah,
it
yeah.
there, and if we were to approve without making any comments on that, then that's where it is, and that's right next to your neighbor, right on their property.
Okay.
We can make that suggestion.
What we are asking is, based on what you gentlemen have seen over there, and based on, as well as your experience from other projects that you've seen that have been in relation towards, what other violations would have been, I think, if I can speak for you, Israel, that Israel would like to keep the pool and the deck in its location. If we get the proper measurements, we can propose them, and then we can make any necessary modifications to bring it up to code, and we can most definitely get it inspected. And in accordance to the pool filter and the heater kit that he has, we can put that into relation into another location where we can see that, we see it fit, so this way we can get it off of the fence line. Because I think whoever put that there, put it there for out of sight, and because they put it closest to what was the existing electrical that was already there.
Right.
Which we can most definitely, pull a permit and move everything over, which I think it should go under the deck or on the side.
It's on here.
I would
Okay.
make a recommendation since there were
Okay.
additional information that maybe you want to.
What I would recommend is that we postpone this application, go back and get all your information that you need to really pick apart that drawing to make sure that you come back and you have everything marked off and understand what it is that you're asking us for a variance for. I think that might be in your best interest, but that's totally up to you.
Yeah. If I may, before I arrived here, I took a measurement from the edge of the pool to the fence line, and then I calculated for what the property line is, which is 3 inches for this fence here, which is from what I saw with the stakes on the other side of the fence. I calculated it to be around 97 inches from the property line, from the edge of this pool to the property line. I cannot attest for this distance, this 4.6, because it was just too dark and I couldn't
Right.
see, but
But I would say that maybe you want to just go back and get all your measurements and attest to what they are.
understand.
And then understand also regarding the required setbacks and the lot coverage and what is it that you're actually asking for? Because there seems to be some confusion as to what that is. So I would consider that's what we should do.
Make a recommendation, I'm not telling you what to do. You may want to contact Mr. Polly, Sal, to figure out why his original denial said that your deck was 0 feet from the line. If there were plans, sometimes the way we as lay people look at things are not measured on how it's written in the ordinance and how Sal knows. So the pool equipment is part of the pool, and we don't always think of that.
Yeah.
His review of whatever you gave him, and I don't know if you said, hey, my pool's already up, come see it, or if you gave him some plans. I don't know what Sal saw. What Sal looked at and wrote down here is that that deck was 0 feet from the line. And I think you have to figure out why Sal thought that, to
Okay.
make it clear what exactly you're asking. Because if he measured something that you're not taking into account, and you ask and they gave you a 4-foot 6-inch variance, Sal's gonna say, no, because it's 0, because this piece of wood is there.
Understood.
So understand exactly why he thought it was 0. I apologize for repeating myself, but you ought to figure that one out.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I have one other question is, in respect to the measurements that are here, who was the one that actually put those measurements in?
The measurements that you have on this survey?
Yes, the 18.6, the 4.6, whose handwriting and who's the one that wrote that?
I had an
60 by-
architect,
An architect?
friend I have. So,
He'd have to be there.
Yeah, he would need to be here then.
he, I had an
certify this.
architect.
If you can, I know I can come in, take measurements, and I can verify everything, and I can put it on a set of 3D plans. I have a set of small 3D plans that we took.
And we know what's there.
Right.
They're gonna be at the risk of Sal not being happy yet, but that's,
Right, but again,
that's the biggest thing.
This is what I have.
what we would suggest, and we're not gonna tell you that's what you have to do,
I understand.
but I would get with Sal and just say, okay, what is it actually that we need to get this together so that we can go before the board and ask for the correct variances?
Understood.
In respect to the applicants looking for direction, I mean, I think the one area that I'd say that I don't see a huge issue with is the fact of the rear setback not meeting the 10 feet because it's right there on the railroad track. I mean, I don't think there's any objection to that area. I think the left side, though, is really clearly what you need to address, especially the equipment that's sitting right on the neighbor's block.
Fence line, yeah.
And on your submitted plans, where you have 18.6 and change there, you need to really find out what Sal saw that he wrote there at 12 feet. So again, I would just really dissect this and suggest that, you talk to Sal and get a total understanding so that we know exactly what it is that you're coming to ask for a variance for.
Okay. You have to excuse my inability to understand that this is a variance meeting. I was under the impression that this is just a hearing based on the violation that took place. And I didn't know we were applying for variance, otherwise we became much more transparent.
Understood.
Yes.
No, you are applying for it.
You are applying for it.
So,
Based on the letter that you
Are you-
received,
are
I
you-
read it, it looked like it says a hearing to explain what was built. And that's why I'm here. So
Okay.
I can come back and I can take exact measurements of where this is. We can calculate the impervious coverage and what we can do. There's no question in my mind, I personally don't even like the equipment on the fence line. I just think it should go in a much more accessible area further closer to the back, so I think that should move. I thought that the distance between the pool and the fence was suitable based on your approval of the understanding of where we have it on the land and how he's got a couple of dips on this part of the area on the right-hand side on the survey. You see there's on this part of the land, when you take a walk, it's a very uneven ground level.
Mhm.
So I understand why the previous contractor put the pool in the location that they did. I don't think they should have built it the way they did the deck. We ended up doing some, the Hurricane ties spread it up to the 2024 code, my crew and I, so other than that, I'll take measurements, I'll come back with this, so we'll get we'll get it approved. And you can get it inspected too beforehand if you like.
I have no idea if Sal will inspect it or not. If it hasn't been approved here, I don't know if he will, because you don't have, in order to get inspected, you actually have to have a valid permission to build it. You don't have valid permission to build it where it's been built, so my guess is that they won't, because that would be conceding that it's okay there. My guess is they're not going to. That would be a condition, but it's a good thing to get on the phone, and again, I'm repeating myself, with Sal, figure out why he took these measurements. And that's a good starting place.
Understood. Yes, sir.
And just for my own clarity, in terms of the pool installation, did you hire a pool company to install that?
No.
You installed it yourself?
No, some friend contractors and,
Some friends and you just assembled a kit?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So this hearing is going to be continued. They're always on the fourth Tuesday of the month, correct? Be the fourth Tuesday in November?
It'll be November 26th.
Yep, it'll start at 8 o'clock. We'll be back here.
You need to supply all the drawings.
What?
You have to submit all the drawings prior, so you guys can.
Yeah, any
Right.
changes, any drawings submitted 10 days before.
Give it to Carleen.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got some photo documents of some of the repairs we did when we were there, so.
Okay.
I saw somebody take advantage of my friend. He didn't realize that we build decks and additions all day long. I do a lot of kitchens and bathrooms and remodels and stuff like that, so, when he asked me to come take a look at this, see if it was okay, you know, we're just trying to make it right for him, so.
Right.
You know, his kids and now my kids are gonna be playing that thing, so we would just like to,
Understood.
you know, make sure it's right.
Could I also just suggest on the next drawing that you do, that you get a larger print of the actual property
Okay,
instead of a condensed 4x6 area?
understood.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so we're going to move this to next month.
Thanks, folks.
Yes, now we are.
Open this up.
Open to the public for testimony that was given by the applicant.
Michael Sarah, 41 West Lennox Avenue. I'm a little familiar with this whole situation. I have some people who know people that are involved with this. I think there's a lot of miscommunication here about when they put this in. I think on his part and also on the builder's part, that maybe they weren't honest on both things. I think what you did is explain to him what he needs. And I think the conversation has to start with Sal. And if Sal says those measurements are right, I think they have, just what Frank was saying, I think they have a good shot at if they move things around. But those measurements have to be right. I think there's just, knowing some of the parties, there was some miscommunication and the person who's doing the work maybe wasn't completely honest on how to do
Right.
things.
If I may indulge in that, there was by whatsoever no malintent to defy the city. I just know there's definitely a lack of communication, and it's a little bit hard to understand Israel sometimes because there's a communication barrier between languages and understanding of laws and codes and stuff like that. That's why he consulted with me to come and help him pursue and fix the situation that we're in.
Okay, so with that, we're going to close the public session, and, okay, so we're going to move this until next month.
Thank you.
Okay? Anything else?
No, that's one.
Not on this one.
I have to make the next one.
Yes. That's it for tonight. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll see you next time, okay?
Thank you.
Just open it up.
Yep. mhm.
Right now? Should be, but I'm seeing here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You was.
Okay, the next application, BOA 24-10, 126 Lenox Avenue.
Mr. Chairman, this will officially open this application. This application is open. I was contacted by the attorney for the applicant, unfortunately, actually by his office. He had to go to the emergency room, so he wasn't able to make it. Asked if it could be carried. So it can only be carried if we open the application and then move it. This is exactly what's going to be done. This will be moved to the November meeting the same way, with no further notice to the public. I think one member, somebody in the public did call Carmelina and let them know that it will already be November, but that's what the status is. The attorney had a medical emergency.
So moved. Do you need to take a vote on that? No. We don't have to take a vote on it.
No.
Carried.
Yep. For this one, we have to keep the next one.
Correct. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the resolution for BOA 24-05, Kurt and Louise Decker. Everybody had the opportunity to read the resolution? Yes? Any comments or corrections on the resolution? None? Can I get a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second.
Second written.
Ms. Curran, and who-
I heard down there.
Burnstock or Bates?
Ms. Bernstein.
It's my turn.
New unfinished business, I don't
Want me
see
to do a roll
Jerry.
call or no?
Huh? Oh, yes, that's a good idea. Let's have a roll call.
Mr. Hunt,
Yes.
Mr. Bates,
Yes.
Ms. Curran,
Yes.
Mr. Cost,
Yes.
Ms. Burnstock,
Yes.
Mr. Rowan,
Yes.
Mr. Baig,
Yes.
Mr. Fagula,
Yes.
Mr. Devontae.
Yes.
Okay. New unfinished business, we normally have Jared speak on anything that's going on with open space. I see the mayor is here, and so is Councilman Cruz. So would any of you like to comment on anything that's going
Yeah,
on?
there's gonna be some projects coming forward from the open space, going back to Littlefield, they're gonna do some improvements there, they're gonna be brought to the council. You guys are aware that we're redoing Hirschfield Park in 3 phases. First phase is gonna be a new house, meeting room area down there. It'll look like, from upstate New York, kind of with the large rock. There'll be 2 stories with new bathrooms, handicap accessible, all in the same footprint. That'll be the first thing, we're hoping to do that by this spring. The second phase would be all new playground equipment, with some exercise equipment along the pathways for seniors. And then the third phase would be redoing the pathways. The other reason we're waiting on the pathways, I know they're bad, but we gotta wait till the bridge is put in. The county's gonna be replacing that bridge. So that's gonna be coming to the council shortly, that was discussed at the open space.
Do we have any idea when they're gonna do the bridge?
What's that?
When they're gonna do the bridge?
They're gonna do, that one first, could be this spring.
Okay.
It's a one-piece bridge, they're building it now. There'll be no substantions on the bottom, so everything will flow much better underneath there. It'll be dropped on cement pads on both ends.
Awesome.
It'll be much nicer looking, and the arches in the bridge, it'll look nice. And then the West Atlantic Bridge will be next.
Okay. Awesome. Anybody else? No? Okay, open to the public to speak on anything they would like to at this time.
Hi,
Hi.
Hi.
you're inviting me to speak. That's the reason why I'm here.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I'm late. I had an unexpected,
Yeah, I didn't like.
Yeah, can you come on up, please? And we'll identify yourself?
Snow, she's.
my name is Ingrid Snow. I live on 203 Lenox Avenue, and I would like to speak on behalf of, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but
Sharif Mustafa.
Musica? Yes. He has taken, every morning, I open up everything, and what I do is, I look outside, I see the beautiful trees, if it's snowing, I see the snow, if it's raining, I see how's the puddles doing there, and I have now the privilege of looking diagonally across at the corner of Lenox and Romaine to the house that he beautified. He took a dumpy house that was falling apart, shingles were falling apart, it was everything around the base of it, and he made that he modified that and made it absolutely beautiful. And I know here, you people, and we all want to have beautified parks and lakes. We're trying with downtown, we're trying to build up things. Well, he has really beautified that house. And if you want to go ahead and show how Pompton Lakes has changed and how beautiful things are,
Just
that is the place.
bear with me 1 minute.
Sure.
What property is she talking
The
about?
one that just, is
She's talking about
About the one with the one on the
126
corner with the
Lennox
fence?
that just,
Yes.
Okay.
is canceled.
126
Okay.
Lennox.
So if you're thinking
Hold on.
of telling everybody.
Just 1 second, 1 second.
No, 126 Lennox, that is not, their attorney was ill. He's in the hospital today. So it got moved to next month.
Oh, well, I'll deal with, but
Okay.
but I have to say, the real truth is, to give, I don't know what the technicalities are, but if we want to go ahead and show how beautiful Pompton Lakes is getting, and there's many homes that have been renovated and fixed up. I can tell you, just very close to where I live, I can point out houses, I don't know the address. So that is a perfect example. And that would be a picture that you would want to take and put on, where it would be, you know, where, how Compton Lakes has, is improving. I'm nervous. And I also just came running here, and I thought I was gonna be late, but I just have to say, it's just a shame that when somebody who really tries, and this is not the only home that I've seen, at the end of my house, then there's a middle house, then there was a house, and then there's Lakeside School. That house was falling apart. And he took that house, and of course he doesn't take it, you know, he buys it, and he renovated that and redid the entire outside, the roof, just like he did this other one, the roof and everything. And guess what? The gentleman that owns the diner, finally, we have a diner that's actually staying, he's renting it from him. So he does so much good. I just hate to have him be, I don't know what the technicalities of what's wrong, but I hate to have him assist chops to, you know, to quote that. And so, you know, I'm coming here to speak about on his behalf. I didn't know he wasn't going to be here. I was like, I think I have to tell you, I was really even speeding. So, I know, the police is in here. And I'll deny that I said that, because I am not, you're not recording.
Your husband was,
Oh, my God.
your husband was here earlier, and I explained to him that it was carried over to next month. So he was here earlier.
But I don't know where I'm gonna be next month, but I just know that just to keep that in mind.
Okay.
Sometimes, you know, I don't know, so if it's a little bit higher, he's not doing anything. When you look at that fence, how he made that in conjunction with the colors of the house, it really is attractive. Has anybody gone by and seen it?
We did.
It is.
What
It's
number
beautiful.
were you at? What number house were you?
I am
They're on the
12317. I'm the one that has the black picket fence.
Yes,
on the corner. It's an unusual house. And when I'm ready to move, I'm gonna offer this house to him, because not that the outside is no good, but you know, the inside, what he does is he knows how to fix things and improve it. And I just hate to have somebody have a hard time when all they're trying to do is help beautify Compton. So, anyway, I don't know where I'm gonna be, but you people know what I'm saying.
So now that you brought this up, you'll be in our minutes for the meeting for next month. And, everyone will have an opportunity to, understand where you're coming from. So it'll be in the
So
minutes.
you want me to ditto this next month?
You don't need to, it'll be there.
Okay.
It's on
so-
record. That's right, it's on record.
Oh, good.
So you're good to go.
Just in case I can't be there.
Understood.
But seriously,
Mhm.
I just feel, I don't know this gentleman, he's not a friend of mine, but I know what he does and what he did, and how genuine he is to try to fix something up. So drive by, see it, and you'll just say, I don't know what the minor technicality is, but it's teensy.
Understood. Your
Thank
point
you,
of view.
Deirdre.
Thank you for that.
Look, because I don't know what the rules are, but I just know what aesthetic, I know what that is.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
I was actually out of breath when I started talking, and so I'm not exactly so nervous anymore, so I can keep going if you want me to.
Okay, quite all right. Thank you so much.
So I'd like you know, I'm not nervous anymore.
That's awesome. Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
With that, I'll,
Make a
anybody else?
motion, we,
Thank you for not stopping me, so I could just tell you from my car.
That's what it's all about. No problem. Have a good night.
Good night, you all.
Good night, Ingrid.
Okay, I'll make to close a public session. Can I have a motion for that?
So moved. Second.
Can I get a motion for adjournment?
Wait,
I make a
Hold on.
motion. Yes, you never took a vote.
we never did that before.
You did a first and second.
I apologize.
Oh, wait,
All in
that's something
favor?
new.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? How's that?
Now you can vote to adjourn.
Now can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
We'll make a motion, we adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it.
David and...
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Thank you all. Meeting over.
Did you get me, Dan, everybody?
Do you want to take this, or do you want me to hold it over